Hey everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving. We are going for gold today. I've got the camera on the other side of the window ledge, so it'll be a little bit of a change today. And I'm doing that because it's quite late and the light is just hitting this back wall, and when the camera is over the other side of the window ledge, when the sun comes out from behind a cloud, it just throws the camera out. So we've had a little change around today. We had a vote last week, and the vote was to choose the razor that I would shave with this week, and it was between a gold replated 1960 Vintage Gillette Toggle and a much more modern Rockwell 6S. Well, I really enjoyed that, guys, so thank you very much for taking part and joining in with that. The Toggle won hands down. And I have the razor here, ready to go, almost ready to go. I'm going to be using, to match it, a little gold brush from Yashi, 24mm, and I've got some soap loaded on there. Now the soap I'm using today is not what I planned to use. I planned to use Guy Noir by the Chiselled Face Groomatorium. It smells beautiful. It had a shave on Tuesday, and unfortunately it really burned my face, and even yesterday my neck and my chin particularly were still really red from whatever it was in that soap that disagreed with me. So instead I've looked through all my samples and I've picked out my last little bit of Sherlock from the Chiselled Face. It is a tobacco based scent. I've used it before. It smells beautiful. I've used it before, so hopefully I won't have any problems with this. I think if I did, I would have got rid of that little bit of soap. Fingers crossed. Also used, and I'm looking for it, I used a Derby Extra on Tuesday. There we go, the blue packet. And I found that it went okay in the Toggle, but a few of these edges, that one there, and that one, and indeed that one, has got like snags on it, like jagged bits of metal, and sliced into pieces, particularly around here where I come in at this angle. So instead I've picked up quite at random a blue sword razor blade. It's a platinum razor blade. I'm not sure if I've used one before or not, but we're going to go with that one today. I'll put that just there. We'll load that in the Toggle. Beautiful Toggle this is. There we are. It goes to this position when you want to rinse the razor. I'll put it there by the door, that's better. And then, like that, when you want to pop the blade in. So we will pop the blade in, close the lids, and have it all set and ready to shave. I'm going to start on setting number 6, if you can see that. Now I'll just dampen my face again and we shall get going, guys, and I shall tell you a little more about this soap. It's a beautiful scented soap. And as I said, it is a tobacco scent, but it is a warm tobacco based, a warm tobacco base, and it is scented with toasted caramel, black pepper, moist dirt. Now there's a scent. A touch of leather, and then it's rounded off with some moss, mandarin, honey and rose. What I'm getting a bit of leather straight away. I'm getting some sweetness. Yep, definitely a little bit of honey and rose, and perhaps the mandarin. It is just a lovely, lovely scented soap. So we hope we have a better luck. With the Guy Noir soap, what happened was I put the soap on and started my shave, and I completed the first pass with no problem at all. There goes the towel, we'll leave it on the floor. Completed the first pass, did the second pass, and again no real issues there, but just at the end of the second pass it started to burn a little bit. And do you know what? It was so insignificant. I mean, it really was a mild burn. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to finish off. So I did my third pass, and I did it quite quickly. But by the time I had finished that third pass, I was really in some discomfort, and that discomfort continued for quite some time, I must say. And as I say, it made my face swell a little bit, and I went very red. So yeah, something really disagreed with me there, and it's an awful shame because I was really looking forward to using that soap. But there we are, these things happen. Now let's talk about this beautiful razor. To me, it's a very iconic razor, isn't it? Excuse me. Very desirable, very collectible. And I think the reason for that is, firstly, it's a very unusual design, but also had a limited production run. And back in the day, Gillette were experimenting with their adjustable razors, trying to find new designs. This was one of the ones that were put out, and this was made in different variations from 1955 up to 1960. It was tested at the time Gillette put the razor out in various test groups, and it was found that the users preferred the twist to open mechanism rather than the toggle. And as I say, you just go like that to rinse the razor off, back down, and you're ready to start again. There's no real need to do that. I rinse my razor quite happily, just waggling it in some water or just running it under the tap as you normally would. But it is a clever idea. There is a flaw on this razor, and of course that is the toggle mechanism itself. It is, of course, going to lose plating on the top end of the toggle there. Do you know it was first advertised as, I've got it written down, just the Gillette adjustable one-piece razor. And on one of the adverts there was a little arrow pointing to the toggle, and it said toggle lever opens and closes the head of the razor instantly. And there we are, that's the name, the toggle razor. Now mine is the standard toggle, which was made from 1958 through to 1960. So that would be D1 through to F4. Mine is an F4. But it wasn't in production all the time. It was only produced and released for the Christmas holidays. So hence the limited numbers. And it was a much more expensive razor than the Fat Boy. Gillette were clever enough to sort of market it as something a little bit special. And well, I think it is. So I'm going to dial this down to setting 5 now. I find this to be a little more aggressive than the Fat Boy. Not very much more aggressive. And by starting on setting 6, really I'm starting at the top end of the medium section of the adjustment. 4, 5 and 6 is obviously the middle. And I never remember with this, or the Fat Boy, or the Slim, you know, which number suits me best for each razor, but they are all around that middle section somewhere for me. I always get a really nice shave with this razor. I don't use it often. It is my special razor, or one of them. But it shaves beautifully, and I must say I am enjoying this blue sword much more than the Derby Extra. I had a conversation with Warren, thank you Warren, in the comments section a few weeks ago about the Derby Extras. I think the Derby Extras are like the feathers in that I didn't stretch there, I was talking, I might have just caught a little spot or something there. You know, with the feathers on the yellow packet you get 10 blades, and on the black packet you get 5. I think this is the same. On the blue packet you get 10 blades. On the old green packet I think you get 5. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Warren was saying that this is the razor blade that always gets recommended to beginners. And he sort of gravitated to the blues, and is getting not only a nice shave for him, but it goes well with every razor in his rotation. So for myself, I've just never got on with Derby Extra blades, and if you are coming to traditional shaving and trying a razor blade that keeps giving you a bit of razor burn or nicking you, or you just feel uncomfortable with, you don't feel it's smooth, try a different razor blade. The razor blades make a massive difference to a shave for everybody. So when I was beginning, like everyone I think, I tried the Derby Extra, and I was never sure whether it was the razor blade that didn't agree with me or if I had poor technique. And I think inevitably at the beginning there was a little bit of poor technique, but I think it was a bit of both. As I've gone on, I've just moved away from them, and found that packet in a week, and I thought, you know what, I'll use that. But no, they're not for me. There are others I prefer. So there we are. That is that is the state of play with the Derby Extras. Now I'm going to go very gently with the grain on my neck. Obviously, I think everyone's neck, I mean, when I say obviously, maybe it's not, but I think everyone's neck is more sensitive than their cheeks, and I think this is why that soap affected my neck much more than my cheeks. There we are, there's a definite angle to this, that's what it is, going against the grain. Now that feels really smooth on the neck on this side at that angle. Smooth there. Not so much as I'm moving forward, so I'm just going to drop that down to level 4 there, if it'll focus. The Toggle is a little bit heavier than the Fat Boy, I find, but it's not too heavy, and that extra length in the handle is really nice. It feels more like a modern razor, which, you know, tend to have a longer handle, don't they? I think you see a lot of these second hand, and unless they have been replated, because you can't stand it, I think they've spent years being put down on a hard surface like that, and quite often you see them with worn away on this edge here, and perhaps that's why. There we are, that is my shave, and do you know what? I am getting just now, just a tiny little bit of stinging coming. So I'm going to drain the sink, guys. I'm going to get some clean water. I'm going to get this off my face. It's always a real shame when you buy a soap that you think is going to be wonderful and you just react against it a little bit. It's a real shame, but please do take my advice. If it starts to feel like it's burning, get it off your face, because sometimes that'll just build and build and build, and it's really unpleasant sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Now I'm going to reach for some skin bracer. I'm just going to squeeze this cloth out. Dab my face. And I'm going to add the skin bracer. Now, got something to tell you. Oh yes, I have. Be an extra little video this week. I bought something special. There'll be a special unboxing, and I will put that out same time as this video. It's really nice, guys. It's really nice. And just to let you all know, I've got some fantastic razors coming to the channel. So next week I'm going to use an above the tie razor, and this one is the Windsor, which, unlike the Windsor Pro, is born in the USA. I've got my special razor, which you shall see when I unbox it. I've got an Edwin Jagger, guys, in the week. An Edwin Jagger DE89. Looking forward to having a shave with that one. Very nice condition. Bought it on eBay, £15. And that included the postage. It's immaculate. So, you know, that'll be a really good one. I've got a parcel coming from Sven, and that will have the Blackland Vector in it. Looking forward to that one. I've got a parcel from Stanislav at Stando Razors in Poland, and I've got, and I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, the Pro razor, Pro or Prow, something like that. And I've got a really special looking razor coming from Thorsten, from a small company in Germany, Design 94. A little startup, started in 2021. I'm really looking forward to that one. A titanium razor. Got that to use on the channel. So lots of great stuff coming up. Till I see you again, take good care, and thanks for joining me today and being a part of my show. All the best now. Bye bye.